Carl here from Games, Brains and a Head-Banging Life, gbhbl.com for short. And you're about to listen to an interview we conducted with the Sao Paulo Brazilian rock band Ego Kill Talent. We chatted to Jonathan, the vocalist, and Theo, the guitarist and bass player, about a number of things, including the brand new album, The Dance Between Extremes, out on March 19th this year, as well as the COVID-19 pandemic, how they've been coping, how being on the road for so long and then just not has affected them. Also about their incredible rise, the tours they did, the people they've supported, their own shows, and how much of that has helped them grow, but also how they've managed to stay grounded throughout all of that. There is a lot of stuff covered in this interview. Sit back and enjoy. Brilliant. Jonathan, Theo, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. First things first, how's your day going? Starting with you first, Jonathan.
Great, day been great. It's a beautiful day here in the south of Brazil, and hoping for the best.
How about yourself, Theo?
Yeah, the same. Well, it's a sunny day in São Paulo, and we are in partial lockdown, so we can't really. I mean, lots of places are closed, but I can't complain. I mean, I'm in a nice place here.
Yeah, in the UK, we don't hear much about Brazil at all, to be fair. We hear a lot about the European countries and some of the bigger, further afield ones like America. We do not hear about Brazil at all.
Well, it's the situation here. I mean, the numbers went a little bit up again. So they decided to do a partial lockdown in some states. It started last weekend. But the vaccination is already happening. So hopefully, we're gonna be more in a better place soon. I think a little bit what happened, in my opinion, was that people forgot that the virus is still out there. So people started gathering, and just like living normal life without like taking care of themselves. So I think that was the reason that the curve went up a little bit again. But like I said, vaccination is happening. So hopefully it will get better soon.
Yeah, and imagine it's a similar situation over there that is to us here, where it's just almost a lethargic feeling after being in lockdown for what is effectively 12 months.
Yeah.
Talking of which then, starting with you, Jonathan, how over the past 12 months, how have you been holding up? Have you been doing well during the period and the constant cancellation of live shows and music and not being able to do what you normally would?
I know it's tough for everybody, but I try to meditate, which is not my thing. We discuss about it a lot into the band, but I'm learning how to do it. Awesome. My wife, she does it every day, but I don't. But when I do it, I feel way better. I learned some really cool dishes to do. I started to play piano, so I think it's going to be a new asset maybe for the new album.
Yeah, wow.
I mean, the third album. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Which is something I've been asking Jonathan to do since the first album. So hopefully that will happen. I just love like rock music with piano. I just love it, like Queen, November Rain, I love it. So
it will take time to play like that, maybe 1,000 years.
Well, Jonathan, he's really, he takes hard with himself. I'm sure he could already do some live piano.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
that is incredible. How about you, Theo? What about the last 12 months? You been doing all right?
Yeah, well, actually meditation also became, I always meditated, and like Jonathan said, meditation is hard, man, because your mind really wants to convince you not to do it. Because I don't know if you ever try to meditate, but every time you try to meditate, your mind turns to you and say, are you really going to do this? You have so much to do. You're going to waste your time like that? There's so much that needs to get done, like cooking eggs, so it's just like, your mind, that's so funny. It's crazy how your mind, it's always trying to push you to busy thoughts. Your mind wants you to get busy. And but once you start meditating, and that happens like many times for me, like the beginning is a struggle. I got to push myself to do it. But then when you finally do it, it just calms you down. And then you understand there's really nothing that you need to do because you're already in peace right now. It doesn't mean you can't do it. You can still do whatever you want, but you don't need the busyness. You know, you don't need, so you kind of go to the day the same way you would, but more peacefully, because you're not buying that speech that if this doesn't get done or if this and that doesn't happen, then I'm in hell. You know, then I'm going to suffer, because you kind of understand that, okay, your peace of mind is not related to that. I mean, whatever is going to happen in your life, if you're going to make money or not, it will affect lots of things in your life. But how much you're going to suffer for it, then it's a mind process. So anyway, so I've been doing some meditation since the beginning. I always did before, but now like daily, because I would do it like 2-3 times a week. And then since the pandemic started, I literally started doing it every day, and it really helped. On top of that, we've been really busy with the album release. Like, we never really stopped to work on the album release. We just changed plans because obviously we had the tour booked before the pandemic struck. So we just kind of changed the plans. And so there was a lot of work with the record label, and you know, and the planning and actions to help promote the album and the EPs. And playing guitar at home, you know.
Always, you're an artist. There's always something new you can learn, something new you can do, and some way you can develop.
Yeah, and keep in mind, we had the new album, so there was also this process of playing the new album. You know, normally we would be doing this together, the whole band. You know, because when you are recording, I mean, there's so many little stuff that you change on the guitar riff and you change in the harmony. So once you record it, you kind of need to remember how to play every detail that you did on the recording that wasn't on the demos. So there was also that, you know, playing the new songs at home. But it sucks because what we want to do is play them live, you know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's kind of what you guys are famously known for. It's been an immense rise. I'm sure you would acknowledge that, since your inception in 2014, and obviously the debut album in 2017 kind of sent you through to the stars. And there is a part that has to be asked, which is, have you even at any stage had the chance to come back down from such a meteoric rise yet?
Well, we are very thankful for everything that happened to us. Like, every once in a while, we, like, among ourselves, you know, the 5 guys in the band, I mean, we just look at each other and say, wow, man, we played with the fucking Foo Fighters 5 stadiums, you know. We played Brixton Academy. Brixton Academy was a very important thing to us. We felt like a very iconic venue to play, you know. Faith No More did that famous live album there. So for us, we feel it was a big thing. All the O2 shows, O2 arenas we did in the UK. So every once in a while we look at each other and we like, well, man, we can't complain about anything because look, everything we already did, you know. I mean, if you would like travel in time 10 years ago and tell to any one of us like, okay, you're going to be doing this, this, and that, we would go, what? You know, so we feel very thankful. And to tell you the truth, we are always so concerned about delivering the good show, you know, delivering a good new album. We are always so concerned with that we almost don't have time to really appreciate and be in the moment when things are happening. So we kind of need to remind ourselves sometimes, hey guys, we look at each other and go, let's enjoy the ride, you know, let's enjoy this moment. And then we pull ourselves back to the moment before we go on stage. So my point with that is, I don't think it never really got us high in a sense of like losing touch with the ground, the great stuff that we did, because we are so concerned about delivering it that, you know, we don't that's my opinion, you know, we don't really lose ourselves in that, because we are concerned about, you know, delivering it and making people connect to our music. I think we are hard workers, you know.
You're trying to keep yourself grounded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even without noticing, because we just want to deliver a good show. Honestly, that's really, I mean, when we, let's say, like Maracanã Stadium, which is a huge stadium here in Rio, of course, I mean, we were like blown away just being the backstage there. We were like, holy shit, here's where we are. But at the same time, we just wanted to deliver a good show. So our main concern was to play right, and to deliver it and connect with the audience.
That's cool. So obviously we're a few short weeks away, the new album, The Dance Between Extremes. How are you feeling about it at this stage? Are you now just desperate to get this one out? Or are you still enjoying the build, as it were, the stuff you have to do as a band leading up to a release?
You want to answer that one, Jonathan?
No, go ahead. I'm the shy one then. I'm the singer that's really shy.
Well, to tell you the truth, we can't stop thinking about touring again. I think that would be the most honest response to the question. It's like, we are happy the album is coming out. We are very proud of it. We love every single song in the album. I've been listening to the whole album for like 6 days now, like every day. I just listened the whole album 2 times, and I'm in love with it. I'm really, really happy with it. And I think everybody in the band feels the same. So we are happy the album is coming out. But man, we want to tour.
Yeah.
We want to play the songs live. It's like, when I'm listening to the songs, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play this part of this song live. I can't wait to live that. So I end up picking my guitar and playing the song by myself, and which is cool, but you wanna play it live. So, but
you want to rock and roll, my friend.
Yeah,
rock and roll.
That's why we do it. That's why we do it.
But
we all miss the road. We all miss the road.
Yeah, and I mean, I wonder how you felt when it came to sort of the expectation. Obviously, you had such a busy live period, and you had a debut album and stuff like that. Did that put any pressure on you or expectation that you needed to make sure that when it came to this album that you had to deliver? Or was it a very comfortable and happy journey to where you are now in regards to the album?
Look, I think that we are very lucky. Maybe the luckiest thing that we all have in the band is having each other as friends. Because one thing that we try to do with each other is, to remind ourselves that we don't need to deliver we don't need to do anything. We just try to take the pressure out, because we lived enough and we heard enough stories about bands and artists that just, they just break. Some people start overdosing, or just because of the pressure. Just because of the pressure, we need to deliver. We need to write a great album, and I think this it can be a drive, in my opinion. Okay, let's write a great album. That's an awesome feeling to have. Hey guys, let's write an amazing album. It's awesome, but at the same time, here's the thing: if it comes from a place of fear, like if I don't write a great album, then I'm fucked. Right. I think that's very dangerous, because it's very dangerous because you kind of kill the inspiration, because you are lost in fear of not. So what we try to do with each other is like, look, let's enjoy the process. Let's enjoy the ride. Let's enjoy the time together. We are so lucky to be here doing this. So of course we want to deliver a great album, but we try to focus on writing music that makes us happy, that makes us feel, the energy and enjoying it. And it's hard. It's a hard process, especially when you start having a big label behind you, and when you start to have some how you say, recognition from the public, because I think it's dangerous, like I said, when you start writing music thinking about others. Right? Okay, so I'm gonna write this song because I want to make the label happy, or I want. You gotta first. You can have that drive too, but first of all, we gotta be happy with what we are doing, right? Otherwise, not true. So, I think we try to remind ourselves of it, because it's so easy to put pressure on our own shoulders, you know. Like, I feel for Jonathan, because I sing before in a band, and I think singing is a very hard job, because it's a physical thing, right? And so just the pressure of that, right? Because it's not like when you're playing guitar, you have the instrument between you, you know, and the public, or you and the microphone that's going to record your guitar. And if you miss one thing here and there, sometimes, most of the times, if you're playing the rest right, people doesn't notice.
True.
But when you, and by the way, you can have your finger sore, you know, you can have pain in your hands, you can have pain in many, and it's fine, people won't notice. But when you are a singer, then it's a different pressure, because it's your fucking vocals, you know, vocal cords. And it's I think it's really about, and I mean, we love Jonathan very much, and we know sometimes we know we need to, like I said, remind each other that, guys, let's take the pressure off, because it's fine, you know, let's just be happy and do what we love. And I gave you a very long answer for a short question.
Oh no, that's great. Detail is brilliant. But Jonathan, do you know, he talks about pressure as you being a vocalist. Do you feel it, or do you just enjoy what you're doing?
You know, I enjoy, but I feel it, because I put the pressure on me. I am the my own deceiver.
Yeah.
Like that song, you know, because I'm a perfectionist. So I put the pressure on me. Even now, you know, I'm afraid to speak in English, for instance, you know. But this is a thing that I have to deal. I have to face it. And one of the great things we have into the band is that we do talk about it. We do expose our fears, our points of fragility, and we talk about it, and we try to help each other to get better. Because as Theo said, he had a band in the past. I had a band in the past, which was really great, really big in Brazil, in the south of Brazil especially. And I dealt with a lot of pressure, a lot of egos, even mine, you know. So I learned from myself and from other experiences. And that's one of the greatest things that we have in the band. We do talk about these things to release the pressure on us, you know.
That's incredible that you'd be so honest about it as well, because people would presume and go, what are you talking about? You've gone out on stage to tens of thousands of people. You can't be nervous. You can't be suffering any pressure and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So what's quite interesting as well, obviously, where you guys are from, being Brazil, it's not exactly a country world renowned for your style of music. When you think of Brazil on the metal side, you think of perhaps certain bands from that aspect, or from a more pop orientated style. Do you feel like you're helping change perceptions of Brazilian rock and roll?
I hope we are. When we decided to start this band, we already had the passion that we still do. Like, we were like, hey guys, let's do a great band, and let's fucking tour the world together, you know. So this was the passion since the beginning.
Yeah.
And we understand it's an even bigger challenge being Brazilian, because, like you said, it's not known for Brazil. I mean, we have Sepultura, which is an amazing band, and they did conquer the world. But kind of that's it, you know, when you think rock music. Of course, if you think like in over general, we have Tom Jobim, we have, you know, MPB, other, you know, more.
We have Angra.
Yeah, Angra also. So I mean, there were artists that made worldwide, but like you said, it's not as common. So we understood that was part of the challenge, and we faced it very conscious of it. And I feel like, and I don't want to sound like, you know, we are great, you know, that's not my point, but I feel like what we are doing, and by the way, it's a lot of hard work. It's mostly hard work, but I think we are leading the way to new bands. They're looking at us and they are saying, okay, it's doable. You know, if they're doing, we can do it too. So yeah, it's great. I hope, I mean, many more come, you know, after us, like we are coming after Sepultura.
Yes, yes, of course. And you know, you say you're hoping you're going to give that impression that it is possible. But these days, there is this constant sort of negative feel of a glass ceiling because of the lack of, say, physical sales, and it's all streaming. And obviously that comes with financial troubles and so on. Smashing that glass ceiling is not so easy. What is it that you think you guys are doing differently that means you are? Because that ceiling is broken already with you, it seems.
It's so hard because I don't think it's one thing. I
True.
think it's a constellation of things, you know. First of all, the music must be true to you. You know, it gotta move you, because it gotta be something that when you write, you know, the music, when you write the lyrics, when you are listening to what you're doing, it gotta be true to us to the point that you want to cry, you know, like it is with us. Because I think that when it's that, when it's that, how do you say, deep, it connects to everyone, you know, because we share, you know, we human beings, we share very similar feelings. You know, what change a little bit is maybe the outside world, but inside we share very similar feeling, fears, you know, love. So when you are very honest with your own feelings and you put that in your song or in your art, people are going to relate to it because they feel the same. So I think that's the most important thing. And it's a lot of hard work just there, because you got to be very honest with yourself, right? On top of that, it's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of grinding from playing small shows. And when I say playing small shows, is because since the beginning, even when we were playing
places,
like 50 people places, you know, but we were concerned about delivering a great show. So we always faced any live presentation. We always faced like, okay, what is the best that we can do here? So what is the best amplifiers that we need for, even if it's a small room? We always wanted to deliver the best. So if you are there, you're gonna be blown away. You know, so it's hard work from that to chasing opportunities to play in bigger festivals, and then delivering in the festivals, and then putting a crew together. It's a lot of hard work too. And I must say there is a element of being lucky too. You know, it's like it's all together, and it's so hard to pinpoint, you know, it's this and that, it's this and that. But I must say, hard work and sincerity with yourself.
Yeah, if there's a book in it, or if you ever work out the formula and you write a book, I'm pretty sure you'll be financially stable for the rest of your life selling that book.
Yeah, true.
So what about the social media aspect kind of things? Being a modern band, you're growing up and you're living within the world of social media and the demand of regular posting and regularly putting yourselves out there. Is that something you enjoy? And have you got the balance between personal and professional correct yet?
First question.
Loves.
But talking for me, I don't like it, but I know that I have to do it because this is the way we have. This is the only way nowadays. Not the only way, but it's a tool that we have for free. You know, I think today
you pay with your soul.
This is the devil is in the social media. You know, when you exchange your soul with the devil, is there. You know, I don't like it because as I said before, I'm a shy person, you know. So but I'm dealing and I'm learning how to expose just a little bit of my living room, but not my bedroom, you know, and maybe try to connect with the people like that, you know. But you know, it sucks. For me, it sucks.
Yeah, for me too.
So I grew up in the 90s, you know. It's like
Yeah, you're pre-broadband, of course.
Yeah.
So basically going forward at this stage, we're working towards this album launch, and the excitement that surrounds that. Fan feedback already has been pretty damn immense. How much of that have you been paying attention to? Do you enjoy reading comments, listening to fans, that kind of thing?
I mean, it's always great to have people coming to you and saying, I'm loving the new music. That's always great, because in the end of the day, I think that the magic of art is connecting with people, right? That's like that's the beauty of it. I do enjoy like talking with people like you, and talking about the music, and helping it getting further and far away, like taking the word out there. I love doing that. I don't really enjoy reading comments, because it's sometimes you see one bad comment, like you have like, I don't know, thousands of great comments, and then there's this one person there's and actually you can tell that it's not about your music, it's about them, because it's like but the main reason I don't like reading that, it's not even because it takes my sleep away, it's because I don't want it to affect any decision that we might make artistically, and also I don't like to fool the hate, in myself or in others, because sometimes you can't help but being pissed off,
of course,
and you feel like you want to reply something, right? And I don't want to feed that feeling in me or in anyone else. So yeah, I love reading the nice comments, but sometimes I don't even read those, because I don't want, to eventually face that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And I mean, at this stage, it simply feels like for you guys, it's just a waiting game. You've talked several times about your desire to get back out and play live. So, I mean, obviously limited what you can do at this stage. I envision the next couple of years, then the rest of 2021 if possible, it's just full steam ahead. Effectively, the train is beginning to pick up speed, right?
Yeah, that's it. And I think the best thing we can do to help support our music is playing live. Yeah. So I think this is more effective than posting on social. It's more effective than, writing comments and replying comments. And I mean, we love talking with people live. Like after we do shows, we always go to the merch stand and we spend like hours talking with fans. And I love that. You know?
Yeah, a real chatting, right? It's like real talk.
Yeah. There's no faking that, is there, at all?
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, Jonathan, Theo, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man, for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal, what else is life for?